want to make a video kind of explaining what I look for in pitchers as far as mechanics and if they have good mechanics or not. So yeah, I mean, basically, I want to go over lots of pitchers' mechanics, just to show you if they have good mechanics or not, if they have a chance of getting injured. First one we got today is Tarik Skubal. Cy Young, he's just disgusting. So yeah, I mean, let's see. So I'm gonna pause it right here. What I do like is that he's sitting back in his back leg. That means all of his power is coming from right here, and in his hip, that's going to be right here. The one thing I also like is that this glove hand is completely extended out. That means he's going to get the most amount of rotation within his thoracic and his shoulders. The one thing I will say is I don't like how his trunk is kind of curved forward. I'm not going to say that's a good or bad thing. That's probably just how his body is. And yeah, I'm not really gonna nitpick on that. All right, so this landing is actually really good. Heel to heel, you want to make sure that there's a straight line between each heel. So at your landing heel and at your stabilizing heel, this is pretty good. His toes are a little bit closed. Again, it's not a bad thing. I always like to see just a completely straight foot right to the plate. This glove arm, it's pretty good for now. His scap load is really good. So his hips are there, and his shoulders are there. So his hips are completely facing the plate right now. He kind of looks like me as a pitcher because I have my glove all the way down at my thigh, which I've always worked on, getting it like, because you want to extend it and then bring it to your chest. So not necessarily a bad thing. It looks like he releases the ball pretty much at his front toes. I would like to see the ball being released a little bit further, but I do think that he compensates with his trunk being very far forward, as you can see right here. So that kind of cancels itself out. And yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. I do want to go to a side view. Now this is from his stretch position. So like you can see, he's really deep in that back leg. Not the triple extension yet, but you can tell that he's holding all that weight, and it's gonna go up from his foot and through his leg. So let's see. Right here. That's where the energy starts to go up from the foot into your hip, through your trunk, and then that's a good stride length too. I like that. Yeah, look how far forward he is. So this is a good example of the Clemens triangle. If you've never heard of that, it's basically the point that where you release the ball, your back foot and your front foot. And you want it to be basically a right triangle. And as you can see, that's a pretty damn good triangle. I'd probably give him a 9 out of 10 on mechanics. There's a reason he's a Cy Young winner. This dude, he's just disgusting. You know what? I kind of want to see if there's any more pitches that he throws in here. This is a pretty cool view. Look at that scap load right there. Ooh. Love that. That's sick. Four seam again, yep. Look at that. That's another thing I should point out too. When you release any single pitch, no matter if it's a fastball, a curveball, slider, sinker, cutter, changeup, any single pitch, your hand should always be pronating at the end. Always be pronating at the end. What I mean by that is right here. Right here, you can see his hand is all the way like this. And that's a very telling sign of a healthy forearm and wrist. You saw right there, there's that pronation with the change up. Yeah, ooh, that's nasty. Yeah, look at that. It's good. Obviously, the change up is going to be a little bit more pronation because as a change up, you're supposed to pronate. But you're going to see what he'll do it on this slider. Yep. Right there. You see his hand is like this. Yeah. Curveball, same thing. Right there. Pronated. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, I just want to make these videos to kind of tell you what I look for in pitchers' mechanics, what I see, what they're good at, what they're not good at. Even I'll go into the pitches like I just did with this one. I think it's pretty cool going over big league pitchers because then it can help you become a big league pitcher. And yeah, there's a reason why he's a Cy Young. This dude is he's disgusting. He's just an absolute dog. Mechanics are really good. I'd settle it at a 9 out of 10. And his pitch mix is very good too. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Comment down below who you want to see next, and yeah, peace.